quick!
Anti-aircraft guns went into action against unidentified aircraft in the Los Angeles area. The unidentified object required nearly 30 minutes to travel some 25 miles. Army officials declined to comment on the possibility that the object might have been a blimp.
I wish I could see this.
If this kind of thing is happening in 1942, just imagine what it's going to be like in the year 2000. UFO stories will be in the news all the time.
From sea to shining sea throughout the solar system and extending to interstellar regions beyond. This is The Kevin Smith Show.
Comments and views expressed on The Kevin Smith Show are those of the people that make them and do not necessarily reflect the views of Kevin Smith, The Kevin Smith Show, or its affiliates or sponsors.
Hi, folks, and welcome to the Kevin Smith Show, whoever you are, wherever you are, all around this beautiful place we call Earth. Thank you for being here at the Kevin Smith Show, talk radio like nowhere else on Earth. That's a guarantee. I'm here because it matters, and so do you. Tonight is a very special night. First of all, it's Friday the 13th. Have you noticed that yet? And, you know, Friday the 13th is always a good day for us. I don't know why that is, but Friday the 13th is never unlucky for the Kevin Smith Show. It's always a good day for us. So we're expecting it will be today as well. But it's also a special day because my guest tonight is Jeff WOOLWINE. He's been with us many times before. And we always have a very positive response, very strong response from our audience, and I think you're going to be pleased with what you're going to hear tonight as well. Always before, when we ask Jeff to come on, we have a lot of discussion about, and sometimes show video or some still pictures, of some of these strange things that fly around in the skies above Phoenix, Arizona. And it's, you know, I can't say that this happens every day, but it does happen very frequently here in Phoenix. And one of the most prolific videographers of these things is Jeff WOOLWINE. We've also done a lot of talking about the petroglyphs that are etched into the stone out here on South Mountain. Some of you, some of our listeners, have come and gone up on South Mountain and seen for yourself. Some of you have been up just with Jeff. Some of you have been up on South Mountain with me and Jeff, and in one case with just me as the guide, because I couldn't find Jeff. But you've seen those petroglyphs. In fact, we had one listener that came all the way from Australia and went up on South Mountain with me and Jeff and saw the petroglyphs for himself. Well, the question is, who made those? Now, we're pretty sure we know who made them, but who are they? What do we know about these people? And interestingly, is there a connection between them and another ancient people, very ancient people, thousands of miles around the globe, people that you know as the Sumerians? Jeff WOOLWINE, welcome back to the Kevin Smith Show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Always honored to be here.
Jeff, South Mountain is one person wrote to me this past week, it just seems almost like a magical place, such a mysterious place. And, you know, really, when you get out there and you're wandering around surrounded by so many of these petroglyphs and other sites, other things that you may not know what they're for, but you can see that these ancient people stacked rocks in a certain way, and you know that geology didn't do it; they were stacked there. But you get out there and you get surrounded by all of that, and you really do get kind of a sense that you are in a very magical place. At least I do. Does it strike you that way?
Oh, absolutely. You know, when you're on there, you can really feel that energy there, especially, you know, when all the energy is just right. You know, in certain times of the seasons, sometimes it makes your hair stand on end.
Yeah, and especially since you realize, I realize, I'm standing amidst not just artwork, but something that these ancient people felt was very, very important, crucially important, so that they didn't have videotape, so they marked it down by carving it or chipping it into the rocks. Jeff, when I talked with you earlier about some of the things that I was seeing, I mean, it just struck me. I was looking for photographs that had to do with these petroglyphs, and as I was looking for the photographs and looking through photographs, it struck me that, you know, I've seen that somewhere else. And I started looking at photographs from the Sumerian culture and found that there were some very similar markings, very similar depictions in the Sumerian. One of the things, now I don't have a picture of this tonight, but one of the things that you see out there is this swastika. But it's not the same as the Nazi swastika. It's turned the other direction. But you see swastikas out there. And I did a little research on that. And these appear in almost every ancient civilization all over the world. And the reason it's called swastika is in the ancient Indian language, swasti meant, it had the concept of sort of for the good of the world. Ka means